Daily sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the New England Patriots. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's a bit, and kind of start over.
Yeah, this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
45. Mike, 45.
They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Pats, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, boy, I tell you, he is a complete package. The power that he has to run through you, and then he's also got the speed to run away from you, as we saw there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit because now you're a quarter. That was a tremendous
football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the New England Patriots. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return will stop right around the 25. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And just a yard to go here on second down. They'll try the right side with Harris. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you...
Touchdown! That's caught. Pat Freiermuth, his first touchdown on the year. And the Pats are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Watson. And had too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. The Patriots send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a give to Jacobs running right. Broke through some contact but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Patriots, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
A big play there for the Patriots.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Watson. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Watson's throw here into the hands of Harry. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down, it's Harris. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Brings up 3rd and less than a yard. Now it's Watson, a bootleg, rolling to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now a give, right side. Harris. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And that's caught left side by the tight end, Keene. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On the jet sweep, here's Harry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run up.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Deshaun Watson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterback accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Carlson now to add the extra point. And this is no good as well. He's missed twice now, and that's the difference in this ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of it.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson's throw there caught by Gallup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Harris is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Joejuan Williams. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach. And the
touchdown, Patriots! Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Patriots are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive.
Of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Watson. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To the air yet again, Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Here's Watson on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Deshaun Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On third down, Jacobs. And he's got room. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Harris starts the drive on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
First down, Patriots.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Oh, fighting off the defender. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They hand this off to Harris. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 70 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37.
Running it with Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And they run the option on 2nd down. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And they will take a knee here. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.